What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Dead State. I'm happy to have you here as we stand in the middle of this giant gilded rattlesnake. That seems like kind of an interesting mascot for kids. It's a little deadly. It's a little murderous. I don't know. I've met a lot of rattlesnakes, and I don't think I would want them hanging out with my kids or anybody else's kids in that matter. Rattlesnakes will chase you. Like that is a legitimate thing that I have observed. I dropped a rock next to a rattlesnake one time to see if it was alive or not because it was like next to this rock, and it was like a 4.5-foot rattlesnake, and I was like, I'm just going to drop a rock next to him. And so I dropped a rock next to him, and he was not happy about it. He whipped around. I thought he couldn't see me because I was like up over this thing looking over and dropping I wanted cover in between me and the rattlesnake. And so obviously I kept cover in between, but he knew where I was. He could like smell me or something. He came right at me. I was like, ah! That was the sound I made too. And he did not feel any mercy about the fact that I made that noise. He was like, I am unswayed. I am unswayed. Hold still while I now attempt to bite you. We are back at base right now. In the last episode, we had raided a location. Things had gone well. It wants us to go to sleep right now. I'll let you know. It's like 4:30 or 5 o'clock at night. I don't think we can get out to... put those on. Awesome. Super awesome Hitman gloves. We got an iPod. Unfortunately, it's full of just the worst sort of music. Like, seriously, it has like Nasty V on it, and that's it. Whoever this had was just a giant Nasty V fan, and so unfortunately we might as well like burn that thing, or I don't know, we gotta do something with it. We gotta sanctify it, bring a priest in or something with like a crucifix to get all the terrible music off that thing. But for now I suppose it'll work. What does this do anyways? Should I carry this around with me just in case we come across like a fishing hole or something like that? We robbed, if you didn't see the previous episode, I don't know why you would be looking forward into the future, but if you looked forward into the future indeed, you will know, well, you will not know anyways because you skipped the last episode, that we got a fishing lure, and so that's pretty awesome. That allows us to be a little bit more efficient at gathering our own food. So, Tweedletime Toboggan, well done, sir. Well done. The next person we need to deal with is Renee Cass. She has a shotgun, which I will attempt to unload right now, but it will not allow me to do so, and I guess I'll just throw all of our stuff then into the middle of the inventory. These med kits right here restore a whole bunch of charges on your healer kits, so just keep an eye on those. We've got our sling blade. We've also got a taser, which is pretty rockin'. I don't know if it needs D batteries. Can you tase somebody with a taser with D batteries? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll figure it out later. We got some scroogies. We got a couple of lockpicks. I don't know how many lockpicks we would need, but apparently we need a bunch. I'm going to restore that right there. We've got codeine, but her bag is full at the moment, so why worry about it? And then finally we've got Mr. Joel Oswalt, who's still got some of his equipment. We're going to throw his shotgun shells over there. We're going to keep him locked and loaded, I think, with 38 rounds. Now, I went through in between episodes, kind of did the boring inventory management stuff. And didn't somebody need rechargeable batteries? Yeah, somebody needed rechargeable batteries. Let's give, I think it was the vet that needed rechargeable batteries. And it says, a special someone may like these batteries. And so, you know what? It's time for it to be a Merry Christmas. This video is going up very near to Christmas time. Therefore, we shall spread Christmas cheer. We've got like some 9mm. They're not parabellums, I don't think, but we just have 9mm. We have 13 38 rounds right now, which is pretty sweet. We also got that Remington shotgun, which we may be able to make use of later on in the playthrough, but for right now, I'm not really going to worry about it. I think I'm going to give him a combat knife instead of his nightstick. It seems like a better weapon. I don't know. I like it better. It's 12 to 18 versus his nightstick, which I think is... Where did the nightstick go? Nightstick. Where'd you go with them fancy paper day? Oh, it's up there. Okay. The nightstick is 12 to 20. That's 12 to 18. So for 1 extra AP, you're only seeing 2 extra damage. Not that big of a deal. Losing an AP, though, means that he might get an extra attack if I could ever level him up and make him better than he is right now. Put those batteries over meow. We've got another iPod. This shall be known as the iPod of good music. And I'm not going to make a declaration as to what good music is because that's just begging for troll comments. And I don't beg for troll comments. I get those already all by myself. I don't even need to ask. They are gifted unto me. And so over here, got some spices. May raise the mood of a certain ally. Okay. Do we have, like, did they just stock up the food or whatever? I don't like how the food, like, vanishes. It's weird how the food just disappears. Who wants the shoes? Sneakers that offer an edge in the case that... Oh, those are good for... Those give armor? Oh, give somebody some sneakers then. Give them to Renee. If they give 1 armor, we might as well. It goes on her... I tried to make her put the shoes on her hands. Not necessarily the most advised way to use your sneakers. Unless you walk on your hands a lot. If you do a lot of handstands, maybe good for you. Let's go upstairs, and we got, actually, let's go and get those batteries out of there so we can give them to Renee. Let's see here. There it is. Tweedletime Toboggan. Got them batteries. Let's go ahead and give them to somebody that can make use of them. Over yonder. Come on. You can get to the target. You can totally get there. The door is open. The way is clear. I have some rechargeable batteries. Yeah, there we go. Great. I'm always running out of juice. I don't know if it's just the studying makes me feel like nothing's changed from here. Then I know it'll just make me a better medic here, but it's all I do in my spare time. I'm glad they helped. I'll see ya. That should raise her mood up a little bit. And if there's one thing I know about being trapped in school, it's that you need to find ways to keep your mood up. Believe me, I was not a fan of the schoolery. When I went to school, I think I spent more time ditching and like not being there than everything else. I mean, I got kicked out of school too. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I had a few brushes with authority. But anyways, let's see here. The woman barely notices you. She eyes some point in space and occasionally sobs. She's been sobbing for like 30 hours now. That's a pretty good set of sobbing. She may want to rehydrate or something before she ends up like the Crypt Keeper. Let's say, hey, can you talk to me? The woman continues to sniffle and choke up, paying you very, very little attention. Well, that's nothing out of the ordinary. That's how women normally respond to me. Are you in the mood to talk? I don't think that option worked. Why are you crying? The woman mouths the word plain, then begins to sob uncontrollably. Leadership, get a hold of yourself, goddammit. Well, that one's a proc right there, or that one's a skill reliant, so maybe it'll give us a good result. Let's be mean. Get a hold of yourself, goddammit. She breaks down and goes into a crying fit. You don't think you'll be able to talk to her again for a while. Alright. Right, we'll try this again later, I guess. It was a leadership check. I thought that maybe good things would happen. Maybe that's just like, it's checking my leadership, but does not necessarily guarantee success. Maybe that's what... Ooh, a color chart. Yeah, Roy G. Biv. I remember those days of school. I also remember this class right here, where we had to memorize all the states and everything. I don't know, they made me do it. You memorize all the states, and then you're, like, good to go. And then they had me memorize a big chunk of Europe, too, as I recall. I had to memorize... Actually, I think I went in, like, rotations. I had to memorize a chunk of, like, South America, or, like, all of South America. I had to memorize Europe at one point, Western Europe. Once you got out to, like, the eastern end, they kind of fell off, but I remember studying it, vaguely. So we can sleep for right now. I don't know if that's a good plan, though. It says we can go out till 3 a.m., so maybe we should. Whoa, what was that right there? There was ghostly furniture arrayed in many different terrifying configurations. It says we have to be back by 3 a.m., so let's go have a look around. Maybe we can find a foraging spot or something. Off we go! To the map screen! To the map, to the map, to the map, map. Okay. We've got like 12 hours before we have to be back home. Maybe I should be a bit more industrious. There's a supermarket over there. I think I'd rather use this as like a scouting party. So let's just head around a little bit and see what we can find. And if we can't head around, we'll feel around, we'll use our hands. Whatever implements we need to use, we will use, but nonetheless, I guess there's nothing over here. I was hoping there might be, but I guess not. Let's head back before it gets too late. I don't want to get caught out like after midnight or something and get murdered by crazy, I don't know, weird like purge people out in the darkness wearing creepy masks. Not down for that right now. Oh look, the time changes. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Alright, well let's go on inside. And what we're going to do now, we're just going to go to bed. It's not my bedtime yet. I usually go to bed like super late at night, but you know what? We'll crash early. We'll crash early. Alright, so day number 2. We took a pretty good chunk of... What's up with this morale loss? Oh, okay, never mind. We got a positive 33. Okay, I was going to say, ooh, negative 240, dear God. That's not good. People are going to be killing each other and, like, eating each other's guts pretty soon. So, food consumed by allies. Alright, preserve food remaining, 74.5. That means we've roughly got, like, 4 days of food left, as long as nobody else comes to join us. So, right now, the door is closed. If anyone tries to join us, we shall say, you shall not pass. Oh, you guys used fuel? Why would you do that? Oh, man. A situation has come to my attention. Renee tells us that we're getting dangerously low on medical supplies for the other crash survivor, yelling to the other room. What was it, Renee? We have got very few antibiotics to control his fever. I'm down to torn bed sheets here. Basically, if we can't get our hands on some antibiotics, we might lose our other patient. So should we risk our lives for someone who might die anyways? Well, we did take a chance on you. Ooh, logic check plus owned. That was hardcore philosophical wrecking right there. All right, fine, whatever, man. For all we know, he could be a doctor, but aside from that, if we don't get our hands on medical supplies, it could be one of us that dies from treatable injuries. I guess you did use up most of them saving my life. Let's do it. Joel and I discussed this a few days ago. The closest pharmacy is in Brady. It's a bit of a walk, but it's our best chance. Here, let me mark it on your map. It's funny how he says our when I'm going to be the one walking there. He's one of those people that says we and doesn't have a mouse in his pocket. Alright, well, why not a clinic or a hospital? There'd be tons of supply. No, I already know the answer to that. Alright, let's just not talk about it too much. I said we're going to go as quickly as possible. It'd be nice if you could get the supplies today, but our patient isn't critical yet. The faster we get them, the more likely it is that we can revive him. Oh, and remember to stock the antibiotics. I can't distribute them if they're not in here. Alright, well, no problem. I'll have them by the end of the day. Also, according to the radio, antibiotics help fight off the infection in case anyone gets bit. Stock up on them if you find any. From what I've seen, it's a horrible way to go. What do you mean? The dead out there, not everybody comes back as one of those things. From what I heard, it's only people that get bit. The infection kills most in about 3 days. Well, I see. Alright, well, let me go stock up. I'll see you later. Ooh, hello. Take a look. Want me to take care of him? Probably, but that's not why I called you out here. If you hadn't worked to get that fence up, those things would be inside the school right now. You really came through for us. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. Sure, now step back. I gotta take a crowbar to this batch. Throw that thing in reverse. You know, I didn't tell you, but I had to put someone down back before you got here. One of the teachers stayed behind to help out. She didn't have any family here, so she wanted to assist us. She got bit while getting some supplies from her house. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Well, you should probably take care of them before they damage the fence again. I'm afraid I can't help you with that. I'll take it from here, Davis. I'll see you later. You and your amazing Robert Redford hair. Alright, well, let's go out and we'll do some useful tasks, I suppose. I don't know if I have to... Let's assign people to the board first. Hold on. Let's go to the board and make sure that we've got people, like, working where they need to be working. Because I'm not so confident that it'll, like, auto-assign or anything for us if I don't, which makes me... Why is it that I always go the wrong direction? Whenever I'm trying to find the bulletin board, I screw it up, and I don't know why. Alright, job board. Let's see what's up here. So we have fence repair on this side. We actually don't really need to repair the fence. I mean, it's sort of damaged. It says down here, hold on, if I mouse over it and you look down at the blue text at the bottom, it'll say damaged wire fence, so it's at 48 out of 100 HP. Refrigerator repair is at 0 out of 1. How come that hasn't been finished yet? Didn't I assign you to do that yesterday? That's weird. Alright, well, let's put him on... What can we build? Like nothing? We just have like the fence. We could do a watchtower. Plus 5 morale per day. Allows allies to be assigned to guard duty. Less damage from attacks on the fence. That might be useful, actually. Requires 26 parts and a claw hammer and some mechanical skills ores. Can he do it? This will spend the required resources immediately. Are you sure you want to start building this upgrade? We'll hold off on it for just a second. Jobs, we have hospitality, custodian, chemist. Upgrades or produces various weapons, items, and armor. Oh, okay, so you click on it. I didn't know if it was going to be at random. Like, for example, in Safe House, it's just random what you get out. Like, you assign them to be your scientist, and they just, like, spit out random inventions every day. Like, good news, everyone! And they just come in with new weird doomsday devices. Like, look! I duct taped a chainsaw to a flashlight! And you're like, that is amazing. This seems like it's really, really unsafe for the user. Oh, the duct tape is strong. Don't worry about it. We have people getting healed. Okay, so there's lots of stuff over here. Let me assign him to a job first before anything else. I think I'm going to try and repair... Let's throw... I actually think it might be better to do the watchtower since that limits the damage that we have to repair in the first place. Let's do the watchtower. Bam! 360 hours, my god. That's a lot. So it says she's going to be done at 8 o'clock on day 3. Maybe that's 12 hours. Maybe that's not like 1.2 like I thought it was. I think it's probably 12 hours because it says that it's going to be done at 8 o'clock on day 3. But isn't it? What day is it? Hold on. What? How do I tell what day it is? Where's my calendar? Bring forth a calendar. that I might figure out what is going on here. I feel like there's shenanigans occurring. Is there anywhere where I can see the day that it is? Anybody? The day where it is? So repair the shelter fence, find luxury goods to make. Okay, find 100 pounds of fresh food, find enough food to last for a week. We have a lot of goals right now, and I feel like they're unfortunately falling back down on me. Everybody's okay, except for her. I should probably focus on maybe... What does she want? He gets a +2 to perception. Okay. Oh, wow. There's like statistics and stuff. Okay. Does it say how many days we've survived? Or do I just have to like keep count in my head? It's probably right in front of me. I bet you anything. It's like right in front of me. Well, I thought they would do this all on their own. Day 32. Unless I add more people to help him out with it. Alright, well that may have been a mistake, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. Maybe we'll bring back some more survivors and we can have them help working on it. It'll be alright. Now that you got the Fence Ventura, you're ready to tackle the remainder of the ruined world of Central Texas on your own. Yep. I figured as much. That was the basic tutorial. If we end up dying, it'll be very unfortunate, so I hope we don't hit any death spirals or anything, but let's go out and investigate. We'll see if maybe we can figure something out here. I think it's day 3 right now. I think we fixed the fence yesterday, as I recall. So we'll figure it out. It's Tuesday at 8 a.m. Our battery is looking decidedly low on our watch. So where is this pharmacy? It's over there. Alright, let's go for the pharmacy. Let's see what we can track down. Corn stalks. Hell yeah, harvest some corn stalks. Stocks for our stocks. Ooh, 13 corn. Hooray for us. Although that used up a considerable amount of time. Like a worrying amount of time went into gathering corn stalks. It makes sense. I never worked on a farm, but I figure gathering things by hand probably takes a while. And also some jaunty tunes. Sorry about that, everybody. The unfortunate circumstance is that with any recording software, the game crashes when I go to some locations, and so it took me a minute to figure that out. I was fiddling with it for like 20 minutes, then I was like, you know what, I wonder if it's the recording software, and I disabled all my recording software, and it loaded in perfectly fine. It's, once again, the thing that you have to realize is for YouTubers, when you record a game, it creates a conflict of interest for the computer because both the screen recorder and the game are both jockeying for control of the video, or for the video driver, and it creates all kinds of problems, and so this is fairly frequent. I should have thought of it earlier. We'll steal some gas out of this car. I guess it's not stealing anymore, is it? We're here to find some pills. The other downside is that because the game crashed when I tried to load, the downside to that is that we did not get our corn husks this time, so unfortunately we are no longer corn huskers. It is very unfortunate, but we are no longer a part of that elite team, so... There it is. Unfortunately, is it Iowa Cornhuskers? Is that who has the Cornhuskers team? Well, if it's correct... Oh, look, it let us stay in combat this time. That's cool. That makes me suspicious, though. I wonder if there's someone inside. I am making a lot of noise by doing this. Here, back away from the door. Everybody back up. Yeah, we attracted a zombie. There it is right there. It's coming to investigate. That zombie seems kind of oblivious to this whole thing. Alright, well, let's get in there and shank a fire. You hate this part? Because this is my favorite part. Maybe that says something about me as an individual, but this is the best part ever for me. I greatly enjoy this part. How do you not have enough action points? So you attacked. Oh, you attacked twice. Never mind. I'm dumb. I'm dumb and I don't understand stuff and things. Oh, I can do other attacks? Maybe I should do other attacks. Maybe they're more efficient. Here, stab her. Make with the stabbing. Oh man, this isn't gonna go well for us. We're gonna get bit again. I don't know why. Sometimes the deployment in this game makes me sad. Can you attack diagonally? We'll figure it out next turn. I thought only two-handed weapons can attack diagonally. How are you still gonna get... you have so much armor on, man. How are you gonna do that? How are you gonna do that? At least you got a counterattack. That's good. Like I said in the first episode, zombies in a turn-based game are not really conducive because it's not actually explaining what's happening on screen. It's just like, you got hit. And so it makes you feel like your character's an idiot, even though, you know, realistically you know that it's just a representation of the overall combat. But still, I feel like dealing with one zombie should not be so difficult. Oh, this building's a bust, isn't it? There's nothing... Oh, this small box over here. Never mind. I will loot through the small box, and I shall put the pots and the screw... We have more than enough Scroogies right now, though. I really don't think we need any... What does that say? I found spicy paint. Huh. Alright. Well, I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, but I guess we won't think about it for right now. Can this... Ooh, this door can open without me having to do all kinds of ridiculous, like, burglary and burglary gymnastics? Okay, that's cool. I like being inside build... Ooh, a computer. Give me your datas. I should figure out what these data items are going to. I really should sincerely, like, think about it. Alright, so on that side, some Western history text... Oh, it's a textbook? Okay. Textbooks tend to be kind of dry. I've read a couple good textbooks, though, in my life. A few. Every now and again, you come across a really good one that has, like, humor, and it's very, very charismatic, but at the same time, it's, like, actual reference material. Is that... What is that? Sudoku? A puzzle book. Okay, I was going to say, people get kind of crazy about Sudoku. Like, Sudoku is life for some people. It's very, very important. Like, for example, if my old man can't do his Sudoku before work, he's not, like, in a foul mood, I guess, but there's definitely something amiss. I see no reason to kill these guys. Oh, there's a packed car? Okay, so that's what they're going to do. They're going to bait me in right here. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Or a stab. Or whatever. I don't know who I should do this with, because it could turn around at any moment, right? Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that's going to work, because I think it makes like a check of some sort every single time that it tries to come at me, bruh. So I'm going to have him line up behind it, so that next turn he can be useful. But on this turn, she's going to be my home. Come on. I believe in you right now. Even though nobody else does, I do. Spacebar! Now it's going to be our turn. Okay, so there's 9 damage. Maybe we should get a new weapon. I think that for zombies, we're not doing really, really great. But for everybody else, we're doing pretty fantastically. Oh yeah, I gave him a knife too. I shouldn't have done that. Now that I'm thinking about it, that was a bad mistake, and I'm sure somebody's going to call me out in the... So basically, it's better to have him with a 4 AP weapon because he only has 8 AP anyway, so the knife is never going to benefit him with a 3rd attack, which is the only reason that I keep it on Tweedle time. However, I don't know. I may go back to the claw hammer. I'm not sure. So a packed car. We've got a blanket. We've got some news. We've got ourselves an extra protein, some cigarettes. Okay, so we've got like some vice items and some things that might be useful. Not really incredibly useful stuff, but you never know how much you need a blanket until you can't find one, so there it is. Some people like blankets very, very much. Blankets are like a 100% required thing. I used to hang out at a guy's house, and like in the middle of the winter, I'm sorry, in the middle of the... Oh, schnikes. Ow! Yay! My armor resisted 14 of the 16 points of damage. Wait, how does that work? What's the difference between absorbing and resisting? I am a little bit confused about our terminology. Okay, well, I'm going to line him up right here so we can unleash the brucka on somebody if we need to. On this side, I'm going to step him out of line of sight. And we'll start with the stabbing right there. Is this all my blood? Well, it's not mine because I have a bullet vest on. I mean, I'm having trouble breathing and I'm like, but it knocked the wind out of me. But I think we're probably going to be, you're bleeding. That's what you get. Armor absorbed. Oh, good. Yeah, we're getting hit for 0 points of damage. Oh my god, this is the greatest thing. Oh, a zombie hurt us. Damn, it's probably the gunshot that brought the zombie over. I did not ask for this. Ow, that was a critical hit. Damn. Okay, so this needs to happen like right now. Let's get rid of this dude right this second. So there's 29 points of damage right there. There's 30 points of damage. I don't know what I should do here. Badly wounded. I don't know if I should keep going on him or... Let's move to there. Oh, it costs... Ooh, it costs 2 AP to move diagonally. Okay. So that's no bueno. But I can't have this gun, like, still in play for another turn. There we go. 1 down. We'll start working on this guy now. Okay, so losing a lot of blood here. Hopefully this dude runs. I don't think the machete is actually capable of hurting us with all the armor we have. Oh, nice, with the counterattack. See, that's how we do it. Float like a butterfly, sting like a big-ass combat knife. That's how we do it. Am I bleeding? I hear the sound of dripply-dripplies. Alright, everybody get over here and do the deed. Everybody's got to dip their hand in cold water here. Everybody gonna die. That's like one of the underpinning things about fighting me is that you're not going to survive if you do this. You shot me, man. Like, that's what it comes down to, is you shot me. That's not okay. What if I want to move onto that space and I don't want to... What if I want to move on top of the body? Can I not do that? It looks like that... Can I maybe shift click it or control click it or something? Can I disregard the body so that I can step into that spot, please? I wanted to heal him because she has so much AP left, but... I'm going to bring him back here, actually. Let's go ahead and we'll bring him back behind the building. Oh, yeah, you can't move through bodies. What's up with that? Oh, that's weird. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to just, like, deal with that, I suppose. I hope we can move... Oh, no. They were all bit? Oh, no. Oh, that's all bad. There is no good side of this. However, he's got so much armor on that I think as long as... Oh, what are you doing, man? Ooh. We got problems. We got problems. That explains why I couldn't step over them, although it's still stupid. I should have been able to step over him. Like, I think that was pretty bullshit, actually, but... Alright. Well, we'll step back over here, and we're going to focus our efforts on this guy over here. See if maybe we can get a blade through him. Oh, good, we're going to miss a whole bunch. That's a good plan. I enjoy that very much. Let's miss as much as possible. Oh, good, another looter. What else could go wrong here? I'm going to need him to, like, run the hell away. Oh, my God. Alright, let's continue to work on these guys. Can you get out and no longer be, like, dead? Or, you know, because you're kind of in victim mode right now. And I think that dude with the axe is probably going to run up on you and do something pretty terrible. I actually don't know if the guy with the axe can get here because of all the dead bodies. We might make it through this just based on... I don't like how you can't step across bodies. I call shenanigans on that. They need to fix that right this second. Until they reanimate, they don't count. I could send Joel in here to fight with him, but I think I'd rather use superior numbers. Unless he can shoot him from right here. But yeah. We have significant issues right now. Alright, continue missing. That's fine. Alright, just miss a whole lot. Don't do anything competent. Not one thing competent the entire time. The world's most dodgy zombie right there. The world's most dodgy zombie. Yeah, so two-handed weapons swing. That's actually working really, really well for him. So two-handed weapons can swing diagonally. That's what I was actually interested in figuring out. So Joel's up first. This corpse is slightly wounded, so let's get working on it. We've got enough bullets to where we can participate in the combat, but unfortunately, that looter is angry and he's undamaged. Why is your hit chance so damn low? Like, why is that so miserable? I'm gonna go for a stun on that guy, maybe. Since this guy can't hurt him, I might as well just stay in combat right. I mean, I don't know that he can't hurt him. We may have just parried on accident, but I guess I'll take my chances. Yeah, we're resisting, like, all the damage, so we might as well go for it. I would say damn it, too, if I hit somebody and then they deflected an axe strike. He's got abs of steel. And also, pecs of plastic? I don't know. I'm trying to think of things that, like, pecs of plasticized glass. I need something that starts with P. Pecs of plutonium. That sounds good from, like, a 1965 standpoint. Like, they used plutonium and radioactivity for everything back in, like, the 40s and 50s. They'd be like, everything is blamed on radiation. I will bypass him. I guess I'll go at him since he's got a better facing. We'll try and stun him. Because any moment he might realize... Actually, I'm going to have her reface this way now. Ha! Zombie down. That's what you get. And this dude with the battle axe over here. Slow down, Uklangor. I will slay you with my mighty battle axe of +5 zombie slaying. You just took a +5 knife to douche slaying to the face, punk. Alright. Now we gotta figure out how we're gonna loot all this. We are quite wounded at the moment. That entire combat went way out of control. They got the jump on us like real style. I'm gonna go with a couple of charges right there, but wow. I mean, I guess you could say it wasn't that bad because all the damage was isolated on one person. They didn't spread it out much, and that's what makes it look so much worse, but let's loot some stuff. Hey, we got TP out of the deal. You ever murdered a guy for some TP? You never know. Till you do it, you might enjoy it. Murder a guy for toilet paper, huh? There's nothing on that body. What about the male corpses? The male corpses. Why did they all have hazard masks on? That makes me nervous. I hope pharmacy, I hope it has a lot of stuff. So we have extra protein, food for allies, an entire box of protein bars. That sounds delightful. I don't really like exercise food. Like, I'm fine with working out and like running and going to the gym, but exercise food doesn't do it for me. Assorted antibiotics in no container of any sort. Seems safe. I'm sure they haven't gone bad. Antibiotics actually have a really short shelf life unless you... Ooh, an adrenaline shot. You can use it on a KO'd ally. Ooh, that might be a good backup plan to bring along with our medic then in case she needs to res somebody. Okay, so it's like a one-time res in case we got to get somebody on up. I could talk to them all sexily, but I don't think that'll bring them back from the dead. I think that my seduction skills are not quite at that level right now, madam and or sir who is watching this video. To be fair, the fact that we got insects, just think of them as lobsters, only much smaller. Ooh. No, I'm good. I don't think I need to bring any of that with me. No, I keep hitting the wrong button. Double arrow button. You go back this way. Alright, we're going to loot the pharmacy, and then it's going to be the end of the episode. I've had many hardships on this recording. Let's go over here. Alright, pill lady, make sure you get all the pills. They can call you Dr. Feelgood from now on.
She's the one to call Dr. Feelgood. She's the one to make it feel alright.
Alright, so... I like Motley Crue. I don't know if people had locked on to that yet, but I think I've mentioned it in a couple of episodes where... Oh, look, there's a zombie over there. Everybody, gather forth upon me. What does this do? Party commands. What? Everybody get together. When it's time to party, we will party hard. That's what I figure with party commands. Like, you, occupy the beer bong. You there, take hold of the blunt. The ceremonial blunt of partying. So it looks like we got a dead looter and like, actually we've got what looks like a dead looter. We've got Hillary Clinton over here. And then we've got, I thought I saw a third one. Didn't I see a third one? I probably got too far away. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Dead State by Devil Bear. There are some minor rough edges that I keep bumping my head against, and I'm hoping that they get fixed. Because not being able to step across that dead body right there was saddening to me. Additionally, I need to figure out the difference between absorption and resistance, because they seem to do different things. Let's have a look real fast before I end the episode. There's got to be one of the ones we resisted up here somewhere. Hold on. We're going to look at the play-by-play. I do like that I have a combat log. I am a man who enjoys my combat log. Let's see. Actually, there may not be anybody... Let's see. You hit male looter. Attack misses male looter. The wound is sudden and grotesque. The looter dies before he knows what hits him. Okay. You have to do a grotesque wound. There we go. The armor absorbed. He hits you for 0 points of damage. It absorbed 11 points and resisted 1. So shouldn't that be hits you for 12 points of damage, then it's absorbed and resisted? Or is the absorption up front, and then the resist is applied, and the resist might be like a 50-50 on whether or not you get away with it? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcastle for another episode of Devil Bear's Dead State. Hopefully the game still has some patches incoming, because there's definitely some rough edges, but it's not enough to deter me right now. It's just to be enough to be like a minor annoyance every now and again, but I still like the game. So I'll see y'all later. Take care, everybody, and hi-do.